Hello and good evening, folks. The good Bandicabra here, and also be joined by the good old Johnny in a second, while we wait to get the runners on the way. So, how is everyone doing? I'm fine for myself. Oh yeah. Are we good to go, Shawnee? Yeah, it certainly will begin in a few short seconds in a while. We basically just wait to our runners to, well, get moving, literally. And here we go. I know we have to wait a little bit for the action to arrive, but
I muted my microphone. Hi, my name's Shawnee.
oh, really?
I've been trying to do an introduction and getting interrupted. I'm like, oh, okay. No, okay, cool. Hi, I'm Shawnee. I'm joined by Panda. This is the Star Tournament. They're on their way now. We're waiting for the stream delay, and Panda's now laughing at me. How's everyone else's day going?
God damn it, it's not like you did that just 2 minutes ago or anything.
No, it's fine. Anyway, this is the Start Tournament. This is xxshuzoxx and Chimera, both of them brand new runners. This is going to be an absolutely relatively even match, depending on how. One is considerably louder than the other. There we go. Turn that down for a second. So this is going to be a relatively decent match when it comes to kind of skill level. Both xxshuzoxx and Chimera have shown a lot of knowledge of the tower. This is, again, the Start Tournament. This is basically a newcomer tournament to... basically, when we normally host our tournaments, it's always a scary thing for new runners to come in and verse someone who is either a founding member, world record holder, former world record holder, Revan, or anything along those lines. And just because of that, like, we every once in a while we will hold a tournament for a lot of new runners who have a sub 1 hour time, basically. Or sorry, not one. Sorry, they can't have a sub 1 hour time, and on top of that, they either don't have like a one floor clear, don't have a time leaderboard, or there's a bunch of other criteria. But it basically makes the playing field a lot more even when it comes to the actual matches. And some runners just pick up this game extremely quickly. Some take a little bit more time. But we have to give 100% credit to all the runners of this tournament. It's not easy just picking up a speed game and just entering a tournament on a whim. And I'm proud of every single runner in this tournament for that reason.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, we will have to see who will conquer. Maybe it's Chimera, maybe it's xxshuzoxx, but it certainly is the tower.
Yes, the tower is fixed. For those who don't know, I guess I should explain Azure Dreams as well. Azure Dreams is a roguelike PS1 dungeon crawling game where the floors 2 to 39 will be procedurally generated. And with our de-randomizing randomizer, we're able to fix seeds. And basically, both players will be able to play the same tower, which is beyond unbelievable when you actually know how much RNG gets reset every frame in this game to make things procedurally generated. It's quite amazing.
Yeah, we maybe can fix the seeds, but we cannot fix the flaws.
No. Yeah.
And there's a lot of other issues that we cannot fix because it's game coded. But
yeah, well, this game is perfectly coded as well. Yeah. When it comes down to it, though, like, they're going to see the exact same tower. There's going to be some slight differences if one loses a familiar before another one. There's not 100% everything will be the same. A random Roche. Yes, exactly. Reading the chat, Balrongs, they also are a big source of RNG. And based on where the runners want to have time investments spent is where it might change a run drastically, despite being the exact same tower. And if one player were to go left, one player were to go up left, the RNG is completely different for that floor. So, it all makes a big difference.
Yeah, especially for the monsters. One can evade some monsters, the other player might draw a conga line behind them, so there are definitely different possibilities with that, and with that, the what's the word I'm looking for? The danger drastically increases.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like Troy pointed out, we actually all the runners do have coaches to coach them into learning the game as well. I know that Gledeme is with Sand Knight. Chimera is actually the person I'm coaching, and she picked up the game. Like she's known the game for a really, really long time, but she never thought of speedrunning it before. And when she entered this tournament, I got paired with her, and I kept showing her Gerudo runs. So I'm curious if there'll be another Gerudo run this set of 3 as well, because this is a best of 3. It is a roguelike game. Re-entries are allowed. Re-entries are very punishing though on this game, because if you lose your starting equipment, it's really hard to get the momentum back with weak Queenie. But we'll see how things go.
But sometimes you can be in luck, like we saw yesterday, with Plushi, getting the 3rd entry and also getting a Garuda and also just zooming through the tower. So sometimes that can be a good thing, but you never know. You certainly never know. And like Shuzo being quite stuck in a predicament between 2 cyclones, it's mostly fine, but scary nonetheless if you're not careful.
Yeah, and like Troy says, Chimera's skills are definitely impressive. Honestly, same with Shuzo. I know Shuzo hasn't had a chance to practice as much in previous tournaments. I don't know about now. But Shuzo knows quite a bit about this game, and compared to a casual player, would probably run circles around them.
Oh, certainly.
This game, we're on floor 4 or 40. This is early. No, a lot of people would casually die already. A lot of people. They have the wands equipped. They have all this other stuff ready and available. You can throw swords for damage. There's a bunch of small nuanced tricks. There's a lot of movement AI manipulation. There's a lot to take in this game. I still stand by it. This is more a knowledge-based speedrun that is actually an actual speedrun. It's more of a puzzle, truthfully. You have to be able to see what's in front of you. How do you fix it? How do you get by it? Sometimes the tower says no. Sometimes no matter what you have, you die.
Sometimes it's just a game of chess in that regards. But also, damn it. I forgot what I wanted to say. Damn it.
It's
Never
fine,
mind.
it's fine.
It wasn't probably not that important. Oh.
Yeah. So we have
Anyway.
floor 6 already on Shuzo's side. Shuzo's actually quite fast right now, actually.
Yeah, that's a pretty good tempo, though.
Yeah, although they are fighting technically a balloon on a height advantage. They should take one step back just to... there is a height difference thing. The higher you are, you get more damage. Likewise, if monsters are higher up than you on a step, you'll take more damage.
Basically just have the high ground.
Yep.
It's over, right?
Yep. General Kenobi. Other memes and other things like that. But the thing is, there's a lot of nuances to this game that is really hard to mention, even during a 3 and a bit hour stream. If anyone has questions, I know a lot of our community is here, but a lot of new runners and stuff like that, or a lot of new watchers might not be able to tell, and me and Penna might not mention something which is extremely obvious to the runners, but not to casual players or casual viewers.
But is it obvious to us?
And actually, speaking of, Shuzo didn't have a medicinal herb. Looking at the inventory before it resets. Oh, I guess we should explain state display as well. But
but I think it wasn't there, if I'm mistaken.
yeah, so that was kind of a misjudgment on that one. Resources are only good if you survive. If you die with resources and you could have used them, they could have saved you. That's the general rule. So if Shuzo would have just spammed some...
Chimera picking up a leather shield that is cursed. That's not that great.
Yeah. It is technically no defense, but I think you still get that...
Evade?
Use it when between a balloon and two cyclones. Okay, so there's very little charge left in that then. And we'll see Shuzo just going to go back in the tower. Normally, in a normal tournament that we would have, once you die, you're done, and whoever gets to the highest floor first during the hour interval would be the winner. And when it comes down to the re-entries, so Shuzo remembered to go grab Queenie. Last
I
time.
just wanted to say it like, dying on the 4th or 5th floor is absolutely normal. But if you want to go into the tower again, don't forget your family that you have to manually select. And Shuzo, remembered it at the right time, or it was a close call.
Yeah, Plushie yesterday actually forgot to grab Queenie and had to die to a Plumpa, which was unfortunate. And it's not many runners are used to doing re-entries. A lot of our leaderboard is one tower clears,
we
but it doesn't have to be.
Save load again and just repeat.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's absolutely, for us at least, not so normal to grab your pet manually and re-enter that way. But yes, it's a nice change, but still, it's still fine if you die early. If you die on floor 30 or something, and it's already 50 minutes in, so you don't really have a chance to get up to the floor in 9.5 minutes or anything. So yeah, dying early, like I said, isn't that bad, and maybe, just maybe, by not knowing, you may have a better tower, or a much worse one. You never know, unless you maybe check the VOD.
Yeah, and that's the thing is the players cannot watch each other. They can't listen to us. Only at the end will we get them in for an interview. Just because when our initial tournaments were running, we didn't care if players watched because there's no way to fix the tower seed. So all you'd know would be like, okay, cool, I'm behind. You have to pick up the pace. And we never really cared too much on that one. Now, since everything is a fixed tower seed for these tournaments, we can't have the players watch each other's streams because it's a spoiler to what's coming up on their game. Like, let's say if... actually, like, using it as the opposite example, let's say Shuzo's watching Chimera, and Chimera picked up an egg in that room. We don't know what is in that egg, and we know that Shuzo will never get the egg because they're now on their second entry into the tower, which now we will see Ghosh. Ooh, a life shield +2. That's actually quite nice.
That's great. That's better than the leather shield -1.
Yeah. It's literally 7 defense, I believe. So.
Yeah, it's pretty good for the beginning, especially. You can fight a lot
there,
no.
So
then. Oh.
This is where you cast Brid. I don't think you can take out... Oh, okay. Oh. Just taking out Ghosh. Switch the audio back here. Just because I think Shuzo... No, sorry. Chimera is going to take over lead just in a sec, but... Free medicinal herb when you beat Ghosh. Sometimes wind crystal. Wind crystals are something you do want to have in your inventory because there's 2 ways to leave the tower, or 3 technically. Either Odin fruit or friendly monster. It's not Queenie. And you can, I always see here Chimera trying to juke the Minerva into a balloon, basically. And you can either use a wind crystal and leave peacefully, or you can leave via Shuzo, or like how Shuzo did just a little while ago, getting knocked out. So there's quite a few ways to leave the tower, and one of them is preferential, one of them costs you a monster, and one of them costs you everything.
And one might say there's another way out by having the floor trap kicking you out of the tower or something that I heard once.
Well, I guess we get to the top of the tower as well. I guess that's technically another way. Actually beating the game.
Oh, whoa. That's, you know, a really, really high bar, like floor 40 high, I guess.
Yeah. I always made a joke when it came to this game, and I always said, like, oh yeah, it's like, you know, floors 32 to 39 are quite dangerous. It's like, so is like 25 to 31, and probably 14 to 24, and honestly about 2 to 13. So basically the whole tower is dangerous. Ironically, not the 40th floors. Spoilers if you don't know, but the very easy fight to win. Which is a real shame, but it's also, we got a warp trap on Shuzo's side.
Oh, that could be potentially bad.
Yes, because Shuzo did not immediately change the AI from Queenie, hoping Queenie will leave the room, because there was a sleeping Minerva in there. So I would not even put it. The second it hits, gets hit once. Okay.
But it's out of there. That's good.
Yeah. Don't fight it on the high ground. There we go. That's the only thing. You gotta be really careful what the height advantage is. Yeah. Yeah, throwing swords is honestly an extremely underrated strat. You pick up a lot of junk in the tower that you just don't need a lot of. And honestly, if you pick up a mass amount of swords, they're good till like floor 13, maybe, for just getting some extra damage on everything. So like it does pay off after a while. We also see in Shuzo's inventory the Olim fruit. That is a get out of jail free card. You throw it at an enemy and it removes them from the tower, so you can get by some sneaky enemy. That might be a trap room looking at it.
Yeah.
Because that's now 2 traps in a row.
Yep, certainly, yep.
Don't yeet Queenie. Oh, and Queenie died as well after all that. Oh no.
I mean, Queenie got a hit from the balloon beforehand, but throwing it precisely on that trap on the wall was... It was a little bit hilarious, in my opinion.
Also, to put in perspective on the pace, Chimera is still on the first climb. Spent a lot of time on floor 6, now on floor 7, technically in the lead now, for the highest floor. Shuzo was back on floor 6 already.
It gets criminal if Shuzo's third attempt would lead to, like, being, like, 2 floors behind Chimera, like, again or something. That would be incredibly fast, or Chimera would take a lot of time on those floors. I mean, U-boats in particular are also extremely scary, so I can totally understand if you take your time. I cannot count how many times I outmaneuvered myself into many U-boats.
Mm-hmm. So we see Shuzo just gonna start just throwing stuff on the ground here. I would honestly just get rid of the gold sword, obviously, keep the copper, because gold is great, it doesn't rust. Curse status, we never actually touched into that. We see on Chimera's screen that code doesn't look very healthy there. That's actually a hidden status face that you actually won't normally see. Curse has a lot of bad benefits that linger until you either leave the tower or find a cure-all herb. Even if you were to uncurse your weaponry or armor that you have, the curse status doesn't go away, and it causes you to miss more. It causes all sorts of background annoyances. So basically Chimera is playing at a disadvantage right now, and as long as Shuzo can keep a little bit of or good equipment and stuff like that, they should be fine, and they'll hit more often. But they're both still looking for a wand, of all things.
Yeah, a wand would be pretty great. I mean, maybe Shuzo has a chance to find one now on the first floor. That would be extremely beneficial.
Yeah, and we you both just want to tango, give them a little salsa, and they'll leave you alone. That's a good way of saying that. So what the problem is with the U-boats?
Also being in a pinch here with the U-boats.
Yeah, we see here Chimera is going to be actually directing to move into the U-boats to do a U-boat dance essentially and keep making him stay at bay. When we were commentating together for a match, Chimera's now learning on the fly as well. I don't know how much they practiced, but you can see here that technically Queenie is moving into the spot where the U-boat wants to be, and they're going to be U-boat dancing very efficiently now. And as long as Queenie will be moving into that spot, you don't have to fear those two U-boats. They need the first attack. So this works out great. So congratulations, Chimera. If you watch this back, you're doing an absolute perfect job in dodging these U-boats. And this is like one of the things that you don't understand when you're playing casually versus speedrunning wise, is every little bit of movement really matters.
Absolutely, especially in this predicament at the moment. I wonder what this seed might be. Oh, another lesser shield.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, your inventory is full, Chimera.
And you can't really wait a turn to use something because,
Nope.
well... Okay. That's annoying. You're not going to be able to get that very well.
Yeah.
Would you, I guess, take a hit maybe?
Yeah, but you still have that in hand. That is kind of a problem.
Yeah. But again, like Troy says, Kim is absolutely tangling like a pro. I thought they were going to give him Wind Seed to Queenie. I'm like, oh, no one wants that. Also, you can pick up for free. A lot of casual players don't know that. If you have inventory space, you can just pick something up with circles and cross, and then you can put it in your bag or walk on stuff and do whatever. So you see Chimera actually clearing out the inventory while tangoing, which is actually kind of weird to see.
Yeah, but it's working.
Yeah,
Great. I'm certainly impressed. I'm not sure if I could do that.
Yeah, as long as you keep commanding it to move into the area that it is in, the U-boat wants to have the first attack. But again, this is taking up a lot of time. Shuzo, better equipment around now. Ari on floor 4, Chimera on still floor 7. But we see here Chimera, at this point, just toying with this U-boat. Why are you going... Oh, I see. All the monsters are coming the opposite way.
Yeah. But it's still funny to see. But also, this is what I just said a few moments earlier. Like, Chimera, I mean, obviously, Chimera had to use the time now because of the U-boats, and Shuzo's already in very much close range here.
We got a Sea Seed, and we also have a Maneva Egg. A Maneva Egg isn't the worst, actually. It has some very niche uses for other categories. Looks like Kim is finally going to go to the elevator now. Nope, you don't want that. You can't put it on them. That's the annoying thing. And you don't want to move because, yeah,
This might...
Pick up Queenie, and then move.
Yeah.
That's... Because...
Oh, pick it up.
Oh, 2 restore scrolls. I didn't... Okay, you can have Queenie die all the time.
True.
Yeah.
Absolutely true. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no worries there on that one.
Screw Cuny.
And also, again, this is the first tower entry, so that means Shuzo won't be fighting 2 restore scrolls. But...
I mean, to have even 2 restore scrolls is some kind of luxury I haven't seen happening to me. I mean...
Yeah, when I was coaching Chimera, I was telling her that, like, if you have the resources to kill your familiar and get it back, like, you send Queenie to the corner of the room and have all the monsters chase it, and you get to the elevator, Queenie dies, just revive it, take it out of the bag, go on the elevator, done. Like, it technically costs you a restore scroll, but you can safely get to the elevator. It's technically worth it overall. And eventually the tower is not going to be very friendly by the end of it. So... as we see here, a really good inventory for Kim, actually. Like, a really, really good inventory. Just lacking a wand right now. I get rid of the other leather shield because, yeah. But overall, like, yeah, this is a very spell heavy. Like, if I don't know if Kim's used fire yet, but if you
side, there's also another wand lying on the floor.
Ooh, if that's a Scarlet or Stream, that'd be good. Ooh, there we go.
Now we do some damage.
Oh yeah. So the main reason we're looking for a wand in general is a wand will give you basically a boost to your mixture magic.
Another olive fruit as well. Jesus.
I do believe the term for that is the Olim Garden, or like the Olive Garden, but Olim, coined by Sand Knight, I believe, for I think Adarcis's old runs, but way back in the day. But when it came to we got a restore scroll also on Shuzo's side.
Yeah, I wanted to say, but I didn't want to interrupt you. So, yeah, it's great.
Very good inventories.
Yeah, all Shuzo really needs is at least like 1 or 2 offensive magic balls. That would be great. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, both are in pretty good shape item-wise. So, 3 out of jail casts for Shuzo and a lot of I throw stuff at you for Chimera at least.
Yeah, because like I was gonna say initially, like Chimera has a slow trap. That's horrible to see. You don't want that, because that's gonna walk straight into Chimera and hit actually, because it moves 2 spaces. So pick up Queenie. Nope, you can't. As long as you're slow, you can't stay in front. Yeah, I don't agree with getting with the water crystal either, but actually you can't. Okay, so this is another little thing that a lot of runners don't tend to do. We also see Shuzo destroying the Minerva with the Scarlet Wand now. But if you are slowed, your AI 1 familiar will attack twice. So if you really time things out well, you can actually manipulate the turn order very much to your advantage.
Yeah, I noticed that when I did that myself and was like, oh, this is nice to know, because sometimes I don't really pay attention, and finding out that way was a delight. It's really good if you actually remember that if that happens again,
Yeah, and also
you should remember strats.
Yeah, and the thing is, we saw the Mahel Seed being picked up on Shuzo's side there. That Mahel Seed takes 1 turn to activate, so if you use it to counteract a slow that's a horrible spawn.
Yeah, this is Mahel room.
Yeah, this is exactly the case for that. You would pick up Queenie, and then you would use it so he would be facing a certain way after you eat it to hopefully deter the attacks. I don't know.
I don't know if I...
Okay, Lucky Brainwash. The balloon's going to do some damage against Queenie. Like, a lot of damage.
Oh. Yeah, go out of here.
Yeah, okay. That's fine, because you can deal with the balloon. It should be a 2-shot anyway. The balloon will not move, because it's already in... it's already in range of Ko. And that's their main targets. They don't tend to go after the familiars. They tend to go after the familiar if it's in front of you and you're behind them, or if Ko is already there, they're going to focus on Ko. So you don't have to worry about your familiar coming and getting attacked and stuff like that. And there you go.
Good that the Minerva, decided to sleep while his friends got murdered. Well, that was better for Shuzo, but still, that was
pretty rough, though.
Yeah, it could have gone wrong. But yeah.
Still no wand on Chimera's side, though. Which is a bit of a shame, because that would be the ideal inventory if you can get Scarlet and Stream Wand going. Because you still have the Sea Seed. I know Chimera is a big fan of the water safety strats that I was constantly like... It's my original strat, so I'll like it as much as I want. I know not a lot of people do like changing Queenie's type, but I really do like having the offensive pressure of... Because there's a weapon triangle style, or type triangle weaknesses in the tower. There's fire, wind, and water.
And there's a go up trap for Chimera.
Oh, there you go. That's lucky. Yeah, exactly. First Room Flame, for example, yeah. There's a lot of situations which are... oh, wait, I just saw a Steel Sword +3. Okay, that may... You're not going to be doing a lot of damage eventually, because swords eventually fade out. Mixture Magic is always going to be a little bit better choice. But Steel Sword +3, that's a lot of damage, actually. So...
Also, at least it still helps for if the worst case scenario comes in and something kills CUNY, you're still able to defend yourself, especially with the ridiculous amount of blaze boards. Well, it's not that ridiculous, it looked like that. I read 3Bs. But no, the third is a blinder. But still, it's not that bad, but yeah, on higher floors, it would be a lot scarier without a pet, and fighting, like, I don't know, Vipers would be not so great.
Yeah, like when you do have the water type versus Vipers, like you can push through. The only thing you have to worry about is obviously the wind floors. If you can make it through the wind floors and then switch to water, you're basically golden when it comes to the rest of the tower, because like everything which is really, really scary is just a golem, really. And then for wind and everything else, you can either fight on par or have the advantage over, and it makes a big difference in keeping your level up as well. Because I tend to shoot, and I know I told this to Chimera, I tend to shoot for level 23 to finish the tower climb, because I know at that point with Stream 1, I can basically fight everything I want, as long as I have like a fireball or a blaze ball with me for golems. And especially if you fuse like an Arachne or something into Queenie. There's a Stormtrooper troll for the record, missing both in a straight line. And yeah, like this game has, again, like so many nuances that you're not going to be able to really pick up unless like you want to join the community. And oh boy, do we ever have links for you. We do have a Discord for anyone who's not part of the community. If you want to learn how to play this game, if you're watching the VOD, you can find it on our speedrun.com page as well. I always forget to mention that because they don't have the chats and the YouTube VODs that they upload eventually. But we're 600 plus people strong in the Discord. We have a lot of people who are there just for watching these matches. We have some people who are just fans of the game. We start off as a speedrunning Discord, and now we're the community because puns. The farther away the boat troll is, the higher chance it has to miss, I believe. So the fact that one space away already means it has a high likely chance of missing, and if you miss with a bolt from a crossbow, it goes behind the target, which then, again, being farther away, might miss. And I've seen them miss up to 3, actually. There's a monster behind me during that time. Ooh, we got a blind trap. And we have a 7 damage. What would that be? That'd be a bow troll. That is Queenie.
Oh!
Wait, no, it's not. No. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, I know. Okay, I'm not used to state display. If you were to technically hit Queenie, your state display would show its HP decreasing. Because you can't hit your familiars if you actually turn the option on the main menu, which no one really does because that's really dumb to do. But you can actually... are we going to take out the volcano over here? You see Shuzo just beating up a sleeping griffin, which honestly is the best way to beat up a griffin. You don't want to fight those things. They hurt.
Yeah, and using the sleep ball for it was extremely smart. And also, Shuzo is a little bit behind in level in comparison to Chimera, for example. So it also helps that she could take out the Griffin without worrying and getting basically free XP. So yeah, sure.
Yep, both have Holy Scroll, Restore Scrolls, or not Holy Scrolls. So both of them can be a little bit more on the gambly side when it comes to letting Queenie take hits. The one thing that Shuzo doesn't have is firepower, legitimately. We see also here Chimera recovering a little bit of HP before going up. And both on floor 12.
Yeah, but Shuzo actually went on floor 12 a little bit earlier, and also now even 13.
Yeah, so Shuzo in the lead. That is like third tower entry. Ooh, okay. At least you have a lean fruit. No one likes to see a Kraken ever.
Especially not next to you after waking up.
Yeah. Yeah, Krakens legitimately are... Well, there's like 3 major monsters no one wants to see in the tower. One is Krakens, one is Golems, as much as they look really great, Septic, I admit, but no one wants to fight them. They're really horrible. A 412 egg, that might be worth picking up just for the possible chance of a Garuda.
And if it's crap, well, you don't know yet because you don't have the lens to check beforehand, but otherwise it's still a Peter fruit.
Yeah, so here's the other thing. If you were to have... if you were to hatch this egg, and hatch the Minerva egg, you can actually do a glitch. This is very circumstantial. But if you were to hatch the Minerva, take out the Garuda, make it transform into the Garuda, use as much as you want when it comes to the abductability, which we can see a Garuda on Shuzo's side there. Oh no! At least Shuzo has a restore scroll, but that was actually legitimately funny, well timed. Sorry, back to what I was saying, is the Minerva, when it transforms, if you don't let it run out of MP, you can bag it and it will get its original MP back. So you can make a U-boat. That's really good. Because you theoretically can have infinite star glasses now if you were to have a blue collar with a Minerva and a U-boat. Yeah, I
colors it immediately.
I get to use the meme as well. Is I've now seen Abduct used against Queenie twice, which isn't a lot, but if I had a nickel for each time.
And Shuzo's like, no, I don't want to go this way, actually.
I would actually use the Aleem for it and go towards the Kraken more than, but
yeah,
they're not going to get aggroed just yet if they do it right. Oh no, it did aggro.
Oh.
So we are going to get a fusion on...
Yeah, Chimera still needs to watch out here with the Griffin at the moment.
Yeah.
And another Lean Fruit on Shuzo's side, so the inventory is thinning out really quickly.
It happens, like again, if you have resources.
Absolutely, absolutely. It happens, sadly. But let's hope Shuzo really finds something of value, at least while running away from the Garuda. Oh, getting a little bit of distance now, so... And that's also not great. Right, running into the Nuel.
So, Chimera is a frog. Just a note, they got better.
And Shuzo really doesn't have much. Let's hope there's another...
So sleep balls are the weirdest thing. They're consistent, but not in a good consistent.
Huh.
Because the sleep balls last for 4 turns. You use it, it takes up 1, and you get 3 more turns of movement. So, oh no.
Oh no.
Not the worst right now.
Yeah.
Chimera actually opened up the menu, which is something you can do while paralyzed. Hopefully, okay, good. Use a blaze, use a restore scroll, walk it off. Yeah, Steve Co. Yeah, that's the Minecraft Co. that you can very rarely see, but you can actually open up the menu. I don't know why Shuzo is not using the restore scroll.
I assume because, like, oh no, I have a monster on my butt, literally, and don't wanna use the turn to...
You're gonna have to heal again.
Yeah, you have to heal again. At least you had 2 medicinal herbs. But after this, it's yeah, it's getting really 19 HP.
Debating which way. Yeah, you're You're taking one hit no matter what.
And now every step counts, literally.
Yeah, you'll see Shuzo doing diagonal cameras here. Like I do not. Everyone makes jokes, and I make jokes about turning camera.
Again, another seal trap on Shuzo's side.
Ooh,
also,
look at those
Chimera
monsters.
situation. Yes, it's awful.
Honestly, it's not the worst. If Chimera wanted to and save resources, they would be able to go back into a room
and use the holy bell.
But you always want to hold on to a holy bell. Ooh, that's a lot of damage, though.
Yeah.
Because I would honestly consider doing that now, or leaving Queen to die using your second restored scroll and just get some distance.
It's another screw you, CUNY moment again. Oh yeah, it was absolutely.
Yeah,
but
you gotta
in
be really careful.
But in retaliation, at least it took one monster down. But still.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a misfired place ball.
16.
That is unfortunate for Shuzo. This is gonna be tough to get there again, like the fourth time.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's still ridiculous that Shuzo is that fast now to get in that time frame to that level. Normally, I need this time to get there once with one ascension of the tower. So maybe it's not out of the question yet, but it's gotta be tough.
Shuzo will be going back and getting Queenie.
Remembered again. Nice.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful about that. Also, we see more of a slow and steady from Chimera. Just this particular set of floors are really, really, really bad. You got new wells, you got krakens, you got a lot of bulky water monsters. They do have a stream wand, so if Chimera, that's gonna leave a big hit.
That's gonna be ouch a lot.
I would probably use the Autumn fruits. Yeah. And then just
that, or maybe the Palumpa egg would have been that enough.
I would have tried to pick up the frog, because if you pick up the frog, you would be able to possibly throw it and turn the other griffin around, just because of the way it works. Going for another. Yeah, you have a recovery ball, not the most common item going, but it.
That's a. Yeah, okay. A grilled CUNY, I wanted to say, but well, it's in better shape than I anticipated. It won't be enough, but.
Also, that is the last of the Restore Scrolls from before, so. Chimera's inventory looked extremely good, and now has dwindled quite a bit to the point where they have a lot of firepower when it comes to the actual spells and stuff like that. Blinder, whatever.
It really depends on how many charges are left. So, because Chimera already used quite a few blaze balls now, and even that is thinning out rather quickly now.
Which, again, just goes to show, just like things can change in an absolute whim. Which is why, again, we allow re-entries, because this game can literally say no sometimes. And also, this is kind of the other small nuanced thing. You're realizing that Chimera is literally walking into every monster in the tower. That happens. The problem with that is, basically, you could look at it one way or the other way. Either you're walking against the water flow of the monsters, or you're walking against the water flow of the monsters. And if you're encountering a lot of monsters, try going the other way. Because they all tend to have a relative same loop when things are procedurally generated. And if you are finding every single monster in the world, you're kind of walking against the way they're spawning and moving, and you'll probably have a better time if you actually go the opposite way. It feels bad to go the opposite way down the tower and whatnot, but at the same time, you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Also, the Maneva egg looks pretty good to hatch if given an opportunity to try to get the fusion into the U-boat. We're gonna see probably a lot of scouts right now to try and make up some time, because the floors recently are been quite slow for Chimera when it comes to progress.
we at least saw the elevator on Shuzo's side. It's somewhere in the upper left corner, which is extremely good to know for Shuzo to make up that time now, or to make up those floors rather quickly.
Oh, Chimera sneaking by the sleeping Kraken as well.
I mean, Chimera still needs 2 more. Well, that's basically just 1 more floor with the elevator next to her. But yeah, 1 more floor then to be in the lead. And until then, Shuzo is still in that regard in first place if Chimera doesn't run into, I don't know, for enemies on each cardinal direction and into another monster den and in a sleeping trap or whatsoever, you know.
Whatever the game wants to throw.
Basically everything.
Yeah,
because it hates you.
Yeah, the thing is, I've always tried to cement this community that is us versus the tower. I don't like the mentality of like, it's us versus each other. Like, I don't like that in speedrunning communities. And legitimately, we've all died to the tower horrible ways, horrific ways, funny ways, and heartbreaking ways. But at the same time, it's like, like both these runners, we've seen just how, okay, Shuzo just leaving Queenie. Strong enough to fend for itself on his floors, but it's very weird to see because you want to, keep your mixture magic. But whatever. Yes, barking ways as well. Thank you, Septic. Oh, there we go. We got we made it back to Queenie on Shuzo's side. We see a Minerva most likely on Chimera's side. I did teach Chimera how to spot fake items and stuff like that in rooms. When you exit, the blue disappears because it's technically a monster, so we'll see that on their side. The blue in the center disappeared, meaning that was a fake or transform Minerva into an item. I think it was a seed or something.
It was a seed.
And we have getting 2 scrolls there.
2 scrolls, yeah.
So, yep, there we go.
Yep, and there it's...
Minerva's too heavy to lift. That's another thing that bugs me. This game is inconsistent with that. You can't pick up the balloon, the thing that's flying. You can pick up the Garuda, which is flying that has an anchor when you go to sleep. You can't pick up the Minerva, it's gel. Okay, I get that one as well.
You can literally yeet the U-boat. I don't get that.
Yeah, the thing that's made of pure metal.
No, right? It's like, oh, Ko, are you called Ash Ketchum now? Or why can you lift monsters that are 6 times your weight?
Yeah, exactly. Why is the snowman heavy? The little cute bouncy guy. Oh no, this game's weird. There's also a lot of programming errors.
You know what would be funny for the randomizer toolkit?
Is randomized weights?
Yes.
That would be a thing, because people, we know for a fact Plushie really likes picking up monsters and stuff like that.
You can't pick up Cuny anymore. Cuny, you're too fat.
Oh god, that actually would be something to suggest in the randomizer channel, because... Yeah, exactly. Flames, you can't pick up the fire things. Yeah, that's fair, but if you would be able to... Although, it doesn't take a turn to check if something is heavy. It doesn't take a turn to pick up, but we just saw there. Thank you for bringing the PowerPoint to the presentation there, Shuzo. Just try to pick up flame there. It says too heavy. It doesn't lose a turn. So, but if you fail to pick up, it costs your action, which then they will retaliate. Oh, it does. That's neat. Well, we should change it so all monsters are all heavy, then random.
When the monster go all lifter, no lifting. Because they don't want to get lifted. But yeah, it would be extremely funny to see if you can randomize weights, because that would lead to a lot of extremely funny situations all of a sudden. Like, oh yeah, I just pick up this Palumpa. Why doesn't it work?
Mm-hmm.
No
Can you-
more
can you
snowballing
plumpering?
Olympus on Viper Town or something like that. That would be really interesting to see. It's a simple change, but it could affect a lot.
Also, just as a heads up, we do have the elevator beside Chimera there. Chimera, if able to get to the elevator, will be in the lead with the last 11 minutes left in the run. So they don't know where they are. They don't know if they're in the lead. They don't know if they're behind. Unless something comes up. We're not. No, we're gonna try to do a hack.
I just wanted to say, Shoes is already on floor 7. Oh no, now it's floor 8, and now the teleporter again. 9 again. Shoes is really flying through this tower. It's really scary, especially because now she's level 3, and maybe she will be 4 again after this. But yeah. Really pumping the floors here. I really do like it.
I think I know what's going on. Oh, so that's a weird shield on Chimera's side. That was a maneuver that transformed. I'm pretty sure I know what's going on. And I think before Chimera goes up, they actually are going to try to play the gotcha game. So they might be looking for a bell wrong. Unfortunately, the U-boat is actually weaker. So the Plumpa, a level 14 Plumpa, something you don't normally see. Yep, I'm here going, darn. Back in the bag you go.
It was a good idea, but yeah, you wouldn't guess that. Or maybe Voga would, but we are noobs around here, so we don't technically always know what kind of level monster could have and stuff like that.
Yeah, you have to be careful. They do hatch at Ko's level, but at the same time, you have to pay attention if you're doing that. Hatching Plumpa early is good if you plan to get the blue collar and you don't end up finding a C seed. But we also have floor 17, so Chimera is in the lead for the last 10 minutes.
And the inventory of Chimera is still looking pretty good. I mean, it really depends on how many blaze shards are left. It can't be that many. But still, Holy Scroll, Holy Bell, probably still some charges in the blinder ball. And dodging all the troll attacks here even.
Yeah, I also we now see the pick again shot, because you put that between each other. Also, the reason the pick is not attacking is it was actually sleeping. And its AI gets moved to the very, very bottom of the tier list. So it will move, attack, U-boat will move, it will miss its attack, and it will constantly do that. So it basically means you can actually use the AI manipulation to space yourself out between a lot of different monsters that are that have either been put to sleep or paralyzed. They get put on the bottom of the tier list afterwards. So it's one of those weird nuanced things. I know Chai is an absolute master at doing that, and I know how to do it. I just tend to fight things anyway. But you can technically do infinite AI 1 strats with it, and you can kill anything as long as you have a hallway. Floor 19, last 8 minutes, we have whatever MP recovery we can get on the U-boat. That's basically the strat right now, and either using exit loops or scout.
Shuzo was extremely close to get sent home really quickly as well again, because Shuzo hit the bomb trap and was left with 1 HP right in front of a sleeping clown as well. At least had the medical herb to regain some HP, but that was extremely scary. But if Shuzo wants to be, getting a little bit higher, it's not much time left, so
yeah.
You better put on your sprint shoes and start running, kinda.
We toyed around with the idea of how many tower floors can you climb within a certain time limit, because a lot of our better runners, I'll say, the veteran runners, they can do the tower in 35 minutes, 24 minutes, the world record. I'm like 47 or something. Like an hour time limit can not really mean much. But we have we had this idea tossed around before we were planning around tournaments, and that was how many tower floors can you climb in the hour? So like with re-entries allowed, resets allowed, how many can you actually climb? And we did a little bit of that when it came to the 2v2 tournament, is we collectively tallied up both players on a team. So if one person got floor 20, one person got floor 2, collectively they had 22. If someone else on the other team both got to 13 and died, they had 26 and they win the point. And we kind of toyed around with that a little bit, and this is one of those remnants of this community kind of thing. But like looking at Shuzo has basically climbed roughly 35 floors within 54 minutes in this one attempt. Like this is kind of obscene on how many floors Shuzo's actually climbed up.
That's exactly what I said right at the beginning of the match when Shuzo died the first time. Like, if you can get up to your floor that you died on in a pretty small time frame, it's damn impressive. And we see that here, like in those few minutes already on basically now floor 12 again. Only 4 floors more to go where Shuzo died. I'm a little bit impressed in here.
No, like I said at the beginning, like both these players will be relatively the same skill level because it's all about knowledge. And Shuzo knows floor 12 egg, very nice.
Another bomb trap.
That was almost a dead egg. It's actually not on the same line, thankfully, so that. It's heartbreaking when you hit a bomb trap next to an egg or a blue collar or something you want to keep.
It can even destroy the blue collar. That's rude.
Yeah, it destroys any items that it hits. So if a trap
is another slam trap. She's really not having it, I guess.
But yeah, honestly, like you said, I'm just generally impressed. Both runners. We have floor 22 now. 55-40 in the match.
Chimera may be a little bit slow on these floors just to survive, but still obviously doing that especially great, while Shuzo may have died once or twice or third time.
Power entry, I think, yeah.
Yeah, but still, look at the floor. It's like damn mad.
Yeah, and we see Shuzo putting away Queenie and just taking punches to the face.
I would...
Holy Bell? Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, otherwise you're dead. Again.
Yeah. Also, haha, funny HP number on Chimera's side.
Oh. And now cornered with the Kraken.
So has the Alienfords. I think if Shuzo were to die at his floor, I think the match would be called at that point, because I don't think it's feasible. Although, to be fair, we have a couple extra categories if anyone ever wants to try this game out. We actually have first at 10, first at 20, and first at 30 as well. So if you had a really good run and you got to floor 10 and died, you can still submit a time to leaderboard. It's under the missed categories. The world record for that is actually 3 minutes, if you want to figure out how insane that is. And, or actually, let me check. Actually, I'm pretty sure actually it's less than that. As we're taking the timer up here. Zero Dreams speedrun.
And we're talking about like fresh entry, right? Like fresh save file, not like, oh, I got a Garuda, I go into the tower now, abduct. Oh, that would be hilarious, though.
First place, actually it was 304, but the run, the original runner actually deleted the VOD by accident, so we had to remove it. Wuga has it, which is 318. Baldwin is 333, and Septic is 336 for the first 10 floors of the tower, if you want to put it in perspective.
Yeah, that's still ridiculous. If I see that, I'm like, I'm not done through the tutorial plane here in the time. It's stupid. It's just stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy, and you gotta appreciate when people can do stuff like that. I've resigned the fact that I am no longer the fastest runner, nor will I be. I just have a vast knowledge of this game. I'm helping have new people like learn from me. But like, if you want to learn how to play like Wuga and all those other people, by all means, it's going to be very much more interesting.
I mean, also you can learn a lot by watching different people play, how everyone approaches different situations differently. It's not like a fixed formula for everything, which I think is absolutely great about this game, because that also changes the way how you would play it, or like influences you is, I guess, the better term for that. I mean, you can be a survivalist like Shawnee. You could be someone who likes to sleep through 80 turns and be paralyzed, or you could be Revan, or you can just blame Sand Knight. It's the tower anyway.
Yeah. We're saying that we're just going to start trash talking Revan for no reason during the Discord chat. That's why. So nothing against Revan. We're just taking opportunities to input Revan's name and examples. Also, just to put in perspective, we have less than 30 seconds now in this round, so it's wrapping up very quickly. If Shuzo can find the elevator in the last 20 seconds, that would be again. Yeah, there you go. That is like 3, 4, 16 climbs for Shuzo.
Shuzo also finds the elevator to the floor where Shuzo died on. So I would at least say, even if Shuzo doesn't take the elevator in time, Shuzo got up to floor 16 technically in that time frame again. That's pretty much ridiculous for me.
Yeah, that's legitimately very impressive, especially with the re-entries not having equipments. Let me just type in the spiders. No, I don't want to ping moderators. No, that's not what I want to do at all.
So first round to Chimera, but still extremely expressive display of skills of both players. Like I said, Chimera really didn't like to die. Shuzo died a few times, but holy crap, that speed.
Yeah. Oh, look at that, picking up a zoo and just eating it. I wish I would have thought of that a long time ago. Not been made fun of ever since then. I lost a marathon run from trying to use a paralysis ball on a zoo. But I know that is insane amount of display for a skill on this one.
He wasn't prepared for that.
Yeah, like, what is it, like 17, 18 now?
Yeah, like...
He has 18, 16, 7, and something.
Imagine now in the next game, Shuzo keeps up this speed.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if Shuzo has a 1-tower entry and keeps it going like this, like, they would easily hit 30, 40. Like, this was an extremely good pace. Like, again, you have to remember, like, the tower comes in chunks. Like, floors 1 to 5. That tends to be what we want to explore on for this game. Just because the worst thing you're going to encounter is like a bloom on floor 6 or whatever. But before then, you can kill everything. You can find resources and hopefully push away to floor 10. At that point, you can do the next part, get some experience, grind. Next safe floor is 16, 17. After that, you want to go to about 24. That's the wind floors. If you still have a Fire Queen and a Scarlet Wand, you can get some really decent experience there. Once you're past the wind floors, you switch to water. Honestly, at that point, you can kind of just go up the tower. You just have to, let's see here. 305, yeah. Okay, yeah. So Chimera, just for the beginning, people did reset their stream briefly, so they will be back online just to make sure things are less choppy. We were trying to figure things out on that one.
In the meantime, you can get up, take a bio break, get some food, get some beverage, or do whatever you want until you're back in time.
Or, hey, chat, you're cute. Let's all make fun of Revan and then we know. No, like when it comes down to my
Septic, you idiot! You're not stretching legs, you're stretching arms.
Yeah, when it comes down to like again this game in general, like you have to be able to shrug things off just because you lost the first one or you died a bunch of times or whatever. The next tower is not going to be anything anything like what your next one is going to be anyway. Like just remember that every file is different and just keep going. And I'll say seeds are good on both.
But honestly, I'm extremely excited when the next tournament starts. I may apply, maybe if I have time. But also, hey Revan, can you do me a favor? Make it a toolkit tournament. That would be nice.
Oh, actually, for those who don't know, this is like for anyone who's brand new as well, who's lurking or whatever. I'll just go over the rules again. But just to touch on, this is the de-randomizing randomizer for a roguelike procedurally generated game. If you go to adrando.com, and you can see how many features are actually on that website to modify this game. This is extremely vanilla. It just happens to be fixed tower seed, and we're putting out 4 ones for tutorial. Okay, get them going. Countdown, I can spell. There we go. Thank you, Currybot. Makes things very simple. I remember back in the days when I had to actually count down stuff, and like sometimes the message didn't go through with the last 2 because Discord doesn't like you spamming. Also, just because I can. There you go. Currybot can have some curry. Legitimately, I do love Currybot. It's one of my favorite things in the Azure Dreams Discord. Going back into this, we have here's also the Discord, the layout artists, everything, and the bracket if anyone wants to check those out too. But this is Azure Dreams. It's a procedurally generated, randomized, this fixed tower seed technically. PS1 roguelike game, and it is an absolute lightning in a bottle game, which, honest to goodness, I did not think would be this popular when we started the community. All back in the day, when we first started these tournaments, we barely scraped 12 people together, and we had like 14 people in the Discord. And 2 of them were speed gaming people. Now we have over 645 members, which is insane. We have people from all groups, from just casual players to hardcore speedrunners to people like me who are basically retired speedrunning but happy to coach because, knowledge is still useful. Actually, I do speedrun the game. I just been extremely busy.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, retired is something different.
Well, I've come to the fact I'm not going to be world record holder anytime soon. That'd make me go insane. Speaking of insane, we'll go somewhere. We always have to shout out the world record time. It's 24 minutes. These matches have an hour length time limit on them. Just because, mostly to stop grinding, because we want players to actually go up the tower. It's kind of a semi-archaic rule nowadays because there's a couple things that kind of benefit from that. But in a best of 3 format, you don't want to go till someone dies because technically Chimera never died there. And if we kept playing, we'd probably be 2 hours before maybe Chimera.
Oh, what is this for a welcome room here?
Yeah, that's first of all, if you can use a fireball on the troll really quickly, not the worst thing, just because you get a free level and you can deal with the rest. Noise isn't really very scary when you're level 2, and Plumpas are Plumpas. They are just little jello cubes of the world, and they just tend to die. There are 2 of them. There is later on floor 22 another Plumpa, which is actually kind of annoying, but only in a very niche way.
CUNY is on the brink of dying here again. On Shuzo's side, that's really just rude for the first room in the new floor. New tower. I mean,
yeah.
God damn it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Like again, like the runners have to make sure, like win, lose, or draw. You do not take anything from the last match into this match. They also don't know. They don't know what floors the other was on. I only said GG, point to Chimera. So they don't know each other's pace. They don't know anything. Normally they talk between things, but we kind of fire things off very quickly and start the next match. No one said they wanted a bio break, so I assume that was a good thing. But anyway, the other thing that we should also mention too is, excuse me, sore throat. One thing we should also mention is the same 5 items are always given, both any percent or de-randomized fixed seed for these tournaments. It's the Copper Sword, Wood Shield, Fireball, Medicinal Herb. You get an egg that's a random color, but it's always a Plumpa, roughly about 80% heat, and then you find the rest of the stuff when you go up the tower. And that's a lot of Cyclones.
Yeah,
that's an uncomfortable amount.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, what is wrong with these runes in this floor? Like, tower, who has hurt you that badly?
Wooga. The answer is Wooga.
I mean, either that or blame Sand Knight.
Yeah, no matter what bad luck happens, just blame Sand Knight.
I mean, this is probably already like a, death trap for Shuzo right now.
Yeah, Shuzo sitting at 6 HP does have a Wind Crystal. Really should consider just going, because they would be able to do another Fireball and take out the other Cyclone. They get the HP boost here, that's fine. I would honestly even move back down 1, like down right on their screen, just to have the option. Yeah, there you go. Have the option of the Plumpa attacking Queenie, just to alleviate that light HP difference there. Because, and this is where I do not agree with Shuzo wandering around. A bomb trap will KO Shuzo. If you have an option to sit and wait, you sit and wait. And also, Shuzo actually in the lead again. Just 4-4 first, because technically Chimera is exploring the third floor here. So
I think also Shuzo didn't want to stay in that room any longer with another sleeping Cyclone in the room while having basically no HP left. So I can only also totally understand why you would immediately go up instead of maybe scouring for some more items for your inventory instead. I mean,
well, yeah. I think Shuzo, as of recent, has actually taken a liking to more fast-paced. Yeah, because the Shuzo I knew from the previous tournament was very slow and methodical, and now Shuzo actually is skipping floors, but also, doing everything they can to make sure that
living quite dangerously.
Yes, I don't agree with that one. I definitely think that. Okay, that's good. Okay. I didn't know how much they damaged the Cyclone before doing that last hit, because technically they do about 8 damage, and they had 7.
Yeah, I think it was also like 7 damage. I didn't pay too much attention to the text box, but yeah, it was around that HP frame, certainly. But yeah, this is quite a scary beginning, to be honest.
We got another Restore Scroll again. So this is actually like both these seeds are actually quite generous right now.
Well, I mean, I beg to differ, but sure, let's go that way.
Well, both of them have Fire and Blaze Ball. I think something happened to Chimera's side. Let me see if there's any messages or anything on that one. I think it's just being choppy.
Yeah, it may be.
Yeah, I don't see any messages just yet, so
no panic screaming in the channel or anything. So it's probably
We'll assume, yeah, we'll assume everything's
probably
fine. Go back to this spot right here, just to make sure. Yeah, they're still technically on Discord, so they didn't lose internet connection. So okay, we'll just give it a second and wait. But either way, in the meantime, we gotta watch Suzo. There we go. 3 experience, 7, and beating up another balloon. And floor 6 already for Shuzo. So Shuzo honestly skipping the first 5 floors for the most part. I don't know what Shuzo has been taught, because again, all the runners have a coach. Everyone's playstyles have kind of been infused to the new runners. I tend to be slow and methodical, and Chimera is definitely portraying that, so you know, that just tends to be the case. I tend to be, if I get a certain level, it means I can't die, apart from traps, and that's what I kind of try to instill onto Chimera. Shuzo, on the other hand, it's Cluter. That explains a lot. Cluter's known for running up a tower with high queening and not fighting anything, because New Game Plus. So that explains a lot on that one. Okay. Oh no, the door frame. The door frame. Okay, good. We're okay. This is where you use a fire crystal. You take 1 hit, and then you let the fire crystal deal with it and pick up queenie and go. That's what I would do. But yeah, that's not Battle Sword. That's good. That's +5 attack. That's Bloom's walking away. That's also very good. But yeah, no, Shuzo, since the last time they've entered a tournament, this is actually distinguishably different playstyles. Just gonna beg, and what will Shuzo do here? There's that other bloom left.
Ignite with the other bloom again.
Yeah.
It's some kind of romantic though.
Yeah, it's the bouquet that no one really wants.
Well,
we got a third one.
Another one. Nice. Now we can open a whole, florist shop.
Cure all herb. Honestly, not the worst thing to see. Taking a hit, Holy Bell. That is.
Nice.
I would honestly have used it there, because if you get pincered here, that's going to be really, really bad. But Holy Bells are ideal when you have a bad spawn for an elevator, and you can always guarantee you will survive. So it's always nice to have one in the pocket for that. And there's 2 more!
So, this is kind of...
Fire Crystal now. Thank you.
Jesus. 5 blooms.
Yeah.
That's
so
ridiculous.
Bloom Sand Knight, I agree. So you can see here that the salamander here is actually extremely strong, so you got to be very careful walking into range.
And the U-boat.
Oh, there goes the clown coming up that way too. I would definitely use that medicinal herb. There are technically bomb traps and slam traps. Just saying. Don't walk into rooms blindly like that.
I mean, Shuzo was like, playing humanoid detector for traps in the last few minutes, and the last few minutes of the last ascension of the tower. So, it's a scary HP range you're in.
Yep, and we see here again, we have the water, wind, and fire crystals on Chimera's side, and floor 8.
And now dancing with the U-boat as well. Oh, no, never mind.
Technically, I would use a medicinal herb when you can only get hit by the bloom. Because the second something pinzers you, if you're not turning the camera, again, ironic for me to say that. Also, consider winding. Winding.
And now I just would nope the crap out of there. Oh no.
Okay, you gotta take a hit, and I think that's a U-boat coming down over there. No!
No!
misstep. That happens. Oh, there goes that inventory. Let's go for round 2 now.
Yeah, well, it was nice seeing that. Let's see what second entry tower has to offer.
Yeah, the thing is,
interesting.
the one thing you got to be really careful of is just that, like, if you have a lot of issues doing diagonal movements on this game, because it only has a D-pad on it, it's a PS1 control. Turn the camera, so you turn the camera 45 degrees, and then the cardinal directions will be the diagonals. Take your time. You can always basically pause the game, essentially, plan out your moves. Because, like, that's where, again, shoot, I forgot Queenie.
Yeah. I mean, it's just natural to forget CUNY, so yeah. But yeah, turning the camera like that to make the diagonals easier. It's certainly what I do, just because I'm also extremely lazy, but it's really hard if someone wants to be like, oh, now go to the south. Turns the camera like 4 seconds. Which south?
Yeah. And again, people do complain that I don't turn the camera. We actually didn't really touch on this other than a brief mention. When you load into a floor, the camera always start in the top left and drag all the way down to where Co is. So by that, we're able to, there's a shortcut to the top right here. This is the bush entrance. You can always see what is on the spin-in, and if you're good enough, you can spot eggs, you can spot elevators, you can spot monsters, all sorts of things, and you can plan around that. If you don't see an elevator, you know the rest of the floor might have the elevator, and you can just avoid that part of the floor in general, thus speeding up your tower climb. And that comes with a lot of practice to do properly. Also, the one thing which a lot of runners haven't had experience with, which I do recommend anyone in the tournament or anyone who wants to run this game, get used to the floor 1 layouts. This is the easiest and quickest floor to go up, although Shuzo might be looking for items because of the death. So, but yes, they are, because if they went up, they'd be able to walk through the bushes and basically cut a diagonal and skip the entire floor. Although, copper, this is a useless floor.
Absolutely. Wow.
Also, on we have a fire crystal on Chimera side, taking out the Minerva, taking out the clown. The clown hit the paralysis trap at the door frame. Okay, that's a bit on the scary side there. You don't want to see door frame traps at all. Floor 9 now, so that means Chimera has taken over once they get to the top floor here.
Yeah. I just wanted to say, once Chimera decides to actually go up, but with the U-boat, there was it was pretty convincing.
And the one thing I do want to point out as well is you have to make sure when you're playing this game, like with state display, we can see the inventory. They have the inventory up always.
No, I just. No, never mind.
It looked worse than it actually was. I thought it was the same situation too. 2 shots in. We got a level 9 egg. A level 9 egg is not the best one you can find. Also, perspective there screwing up Shuzo. Shuzo swung on an empty square instead of hitting the troll. That happens a lot. If you play this game, you can see the difference in the maps. Shuzo will zoom out the map to the point where it's pretty much impossible to see what is where. I tend to have the map on the default setting just because I actually play by the map more than I actually play by the actual game. Because if I, like, the little red dots are monsters, yellow dots is co, purple or pink or whatever is traps.
I mean, you could really say you don't care about the graphics because all that you see is blinking points and a green background.
And the thing is, if I were to hold down the select button, if I knew what monsters were coming up, I would never have to unhold the select button because I would always have the camera turned a certain way, and I'd always be able to know whatever. But like, this game is really generous with its little mini map, and it really goes unappreciated to a lot of people. But the mini map itself, I think we're going to be hatching the Plumpa here because oh, sorry, that wasn't the Plumpa. Let's try and catch up. Nope, got truth glasses. We have what are we going to identify? I assume it would be the egg that they picked up for Chimera.
Yeah, it's hard to say right now.
Oh, and Chimera is listening to me from the past. I said, if you ever found a useless herb, just feed it to Queenie. You get 3 MP back, you top up the MP, it's efficient, you don't worry about inventory space, and it might be the reason you don't run out of MP during battle. So, if you find inventory, you have a beautiful inventory right now.
Oh.
That's a bad floor to spawn in.
Shuzo has another committee room entry here. That's it's getting quite ridiculous with these rooms, in my opinion. Three flames and a cyclone. That's just plainly rude.
Mm-hmm. Plus no shield. Like Shuzo not equipping the ice shield just because you will take extra damage from the cyclone if that's the case. So you got to make sure you mitigate the weaknesses there. Floor 10 now for Chimera. Chimera can actually kind of take a breather. The 10th floor is actually quite nice for level gaining. Shuzo should really consider.
Nope. Oh.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
Oh, that was.
Oh no!
Oh.
Rude flame!
Oh no!
Oh,
ridiculous!
Oh, no.
Oh, I managed this situation. Not.
Yeah. There's a paralysis trap there too. That's a heck of a room spawn.
Oh, that's. I don't know. You know, it's just floor 4. What would you do? Be like, nope, I just get out of here again.
Well, what can you do? Shuzo doesn't have a wind crystal.
Yeah, that's the issue. I mean,
honestly, I probably would have just took the death.
Yeah. I mean, the inventory isn't great at all as well. Maybe with another entry, there would be also better inventory. But yeah. That's the question, right? But yeah, it does suck. I think with what Shuzo displayed in the last game, it's easier to just die.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a weird statement to make, but yes.
The thing is, the longer Shuzo takes to decide if they're okay.
Oh.
Crystal, there we go.
Yeah, and
eventually.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Third entry again.
Yeah. Also,
do you think Shuzo likes to see Gosh so much? It's just 7th time. No, not quite, but 5th. No.
Maybe 5th time.
4th.
Because
no, it should be. Shouldn't it be 6 now? Yeah, it's 6.
The thing is, like, the one thing which I do love about this is, again, with the re-entries, like, Shuzo did save the inventory. Doesn't have to get Queenie back. Queenie's still technically marked as dead because inventory. It only updates when you go in the tower. We got Paralysis Wand on Chimera's side. We have the Wooden Wand on Shuzo's side. There's no reason to... Yeah, there's no reason... No. The Bayonet Golf Wind Sword, no matter what, the wand damage is always going to be better. Like, I've beaten the game numerous times, either water strats or fire strats or whatever, with a wooden wand. You just want the multiplier. That's the main thing you want. But keeping that Gulfwind wand for blooms, I guess? I don't really understand the reason for that. I would just throw it the first chance I get, truthfully, just to try to get an early level. And we see here on Chimera's side.
Maybe Shuzo thinks the sword is that ammunition.
Maybe. I honestly would have kept the exit loop. That's still, a nice quick way of exiting the floor. But yeah, just going straight for the wooden wand anyway, so I don't know. We'll have to ask in the interview. We again see the Griffin and AI1 and stuff like that happening on Chimera's side. I did hear it. I did hear the rise.
Yep.
Griffins are absolutely rude when it comes down to it. And you can only do so much AI 1 in this room. But...
No, Shuzo, don't do it! This Palumpa has the high ground, you're not... Oh, never mind, she won.
It comes from your childhood. Oh, great news! There's a giant Discord server of 600 people who all love this game. And you don't have to be a speedrunner to join. I don't know why that command didn't go through. Give me a sec.
Sometimes the bot just doesn't wanna do what you abide.
It's fine. I can copy and paste the previous time I did this. But we do have a Discord link here. If you feel free like joining, please feel free to. You don't have to be a speedrunner to join. We're all a fan of the game in general. We have a lot of artists. We have people who play a game casually, so forth. And if you want to learn how to run the game, like this is the start tournament. Eventually we'll have another one where we'll have a lot of new runners play against each other with coaches. And likewise, the other thing as well is I've also, big shock to everyone, I've also taught Plushie when I was in call, when they hopped in and they were streaming before. I've taught Panda as well, being in call when you were doing your runs, and as like other people were popping in, watching, and I was giving you advice. There's just because someone's a coach doesn't mean they're exclusively a coach to someone as well. And like, if there's a resource that we don't have, let us know. We'll make it. Yeah, this game's 1997 for release, so make everyone feel old.
And most importantly, if you join the Discord, the first thing you should ask is, wow, this game has a community?
People run this game? Yeah. Well, we had we coined a term for that as well briefly in the start of community in the mod chat. We were always laughing at how many people just didn't realize that there were runners in this game.
It's a meme, but it's so accurate. It's ridiculous.
It's an absolute lightning in a bottle game. Also, for anyone who's new, this is a tournament match. It's an hour time limit between the two runners per match. 3 hours in total. Re-entries are allowed in this tournament, and this is the same tower seed, but Chimera is on the first climb, while Shuzo is on the third. Yes. So
then the tower layout will differ with every entry. So we see the floor 12 now on Chimera's side. That doesn't mean Shuzo's gonna be the same, obviously. But if Shuzo would be still in the first climb, of course it would be the same, just maybe the items could sometimes be different under certain circumstances.
Yep. We see also that Chimera's inventory looking really healthy.
Again.
But we saw that in the previous game.
Yes.
That disappeared extremely quickly. So, as nice as it looks now, one bad situation and basically you're going to get skunked.
And Shuzo got like the whole fire repertoire.
Mm-hmm.
Fire, flame, and pillar.
Yeah, that is a nice inventory to have. I know.
I really rather have that as, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Because, do you remember?
Yes. Okay, so jokes aside, we'll blame Senai on that one, and Revan this time. When it comes down to the overall flow of the tower, having those fireballs, if you get those past the wind floors, like floors 24, 26 kind of thing, and you keep those and you're able to change the water, again, you're basically golden at that point. You'd probably only want a blind ball or blinder ball, and I'm trying to think what else would be the ideal inventory for that, because for the most part you'd be able to kind of push through. That is called Bookless. We actually do have that. If you join the Discord, I have an entire tutorial. I'm actually one of the founding members of the Discord, and I'm the first one who did the 100% monster list, which was later evolved to Bookless, which is all the little question marks on the bottom, all the tower goodies like blue collar, oil pot, whatever. Yeah, no, again, the Discord link is just above. Feel free to join. We have it's roughly a 3.5 hour to 4 hour run now for doing all the other stuff. The 100% is still absolutely brutal and requires a lot of glitches to get a good time. But
it's ridiculous how many subcategories there are nowadays, you could say.
Mm-hmm. Although, actually,
also, we still have a curry percent.
Yes, that's the other thing. If you're aware of the game, there is a girl named Cheryl. To be able to date her, you have to find the healing herb, floor 28. It's honestly probably the best way to learn this game as a speedrun, because it makes you do multiple entries into the tower. It gets you a little bit stronger Queenie. Gets you some decent equipment. There's a globe trap on Shuzo's side. But if you were to do curry percent, which is basically when you tell her that you didn't want to tell her about the herb, you get 3 options: sorry, and curry. For whatever reason, you can say curry to her. She ends up confused. That would be time from a new game. And curry percent is extremely competitive thanks to a couple runners, which is hilarious. And it honestly is probably the best tutorial one. Plumpa percent is, you hatch the plumpa on floor 1 and you carry it to floor 40. That is a horrible category to run because it's very stressful, because the whole rule is you can't put it back in its bag. You have to, it's an escort quest, and everyone loves escort quests. So, and we have a lot of stuff for a lot of runners. So again, if you want to join, feel free to join. It's a wonderful community. We can teach you whatever you want. Or again, just let people ask about, or ask people if they want to run certain games. We have a certain role called the Azure Watcher. We ping that when these tournament matches go live, so you can watch more tournament matches when they happen. We'll have one tomorrow, and we'll have 3 more matches during the week after that. And yeah, there you go. That's a whole big spiel. No, Revan, no.
Shuzo finding another blaze ball. So
wow.
This time Shuzo's extremely good when it comes to magic balls right now, compared to the last game. It's a great feeling if you have so many options available.
Mm-hmm. And we see here that
here, and maybe truth glass is even better.
Holy Bell, definitely want the Holy Bell. I would probably use the truth glasses on probably one of the spell balls, or even this leather shield, just to make sure it's fine to equip.
Yeah, we had a cursed leather shield beforehand, so okay, use this on the flame ball.
Yeah, honestly, that's perfectly fine. That's actually the best possible spell ball you can get with the charge of 7. When my wife full feature
the Scarlet ones.
Wow, okay,
even
this
better.
is an amazing seed for the 4th entry. Is it cursed? That's the only question.
Yep.
No. Okay, this is an extremely generous seed for fire stuff on this particular one. Absolutely. You take care. Have a great dinner. We'll be here for another hour and a bit, because there's still possibly it's a best of 3 if Shuzo were to take this, or it'll be a friendly third. We don't know yet. These are the first 2 runners of today. We had a match yesterday, and we have one more for tomorrow. Tomorrow, let me get the time up. I don't know off the top of my head. I know it is on Sunday at least.
This is correct. It is 2 p.m. EDT.
Yes. March 20th, 2 p.m. Yeah. It's Troy versus Deme, and then we will have 3 more matches later this week, because this is round 3 of 5, I believe, if I remember correctly. I'm not 100% sure. The bracket's there. I can just click the bracket. What am I doing? We have, yes. So we're finishing up round 3 on Sunday, and then round 4 will begin after that, and then round 5, and then we'll do a top cut for who has the highest wins. So again, feel free to join, be part of the community. We're extremely friendly.
Also, just keep in mind, these runners you see, are also, beginners practically, or maybe not anymore after playing so much, but I think also it's a very good entry point to see actually, not like Boga, who's the world record holder, be like, oh yeah, I just zoomed through here, it's easy, no problem.
Yeah.
Because the tower isn't not always that gentle.
Yeah, and the other thing we should also mention too, like, or for anyone again who's
even
new,
a Viper sword.
And everything. Like, this is a really good seed. Goodbye, Wing Crystal. That's a statement.
Yeah.
I would honestly get rid of the Wake Up Herb. Just saying.
Yeah.
But I do want to stress, you don't need, if you want to run this game, you don't need a 1 tower clear for your first run. If it takes you 5 or 6 clears to get in it, this is in one sitting, and it's like 8 hours long, congratulations, you're a speedrunner. Like, it doesn't matter. Everyone here is against the tower. We're not against each other. So if you stream this game and you want to learn it, join the Discord, use the resources, and if you sit down and do your first run, you'll have a bunch of people cheering you on for like 7 straight hours, basically. Everyone loves watching every skill level of this game, and it's a wonderful, fun community to be part of. Exactly. Like, we have 11 hours, 52 minutes for any percent. We also have 24 minutes for the world record. So, you know.
it goes through all the ranges. Yeah. Definitely. But it's this kind of game because this game is so absolutely brutal at times.
We have gambling.
And what does the gacha say? Slow.
I would have always kept that. That's actually a kind of funny seed to screw around with AI. CC, now that's what you want. I'm probably going to keep that. Yeah.
And probably just throw the anti-chaos herb or anything.
Yeah, I would honestly even throw the copper shield at this point. Like, it's not doing you that much of a favor. Like, familiar bell, I would definitely keep that given a choice, just because of the wonderful warp traps that can happen.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh,
I just wanted to say, like,
the other thing is, I didn't notice that Chimera actually hatched the bloom.
Oh yeah, true.
So we do have a possible. We're going to take that for. Oh, we got a lot of Minivas in that room actually. There's one by the door frame as well there.
One is an olive fruit, and the other one is just a traitor in ways. But having an olive fruit on your disposal, that would be also extremely great for your inventory here. But first, you get. You need to get rid of that Manueva, though. Yeah,
and honestly, with the amount of spell power they actually both have, like, even one Blaze Ball is enough to turn the table quite a bit. Chimera still has a Restore Scroll. That's probably the one thing that Shuzo doesn't have. Oh, wow, that's a lot of blockers. Holy Bell, that.
Yep, definitely Holy Bell. Oh, even a second Holy Bell. That's also extremely great. I just wanted also to say, like, Shuzo's already then now on floor 12, but the level difference between Shuzo and Chimera is like literally halved. So, yeah, especially on the HP bar, you take notice of that, and yeah, that's like 1 or 2 free hits you can take, at least on Chimera's side, depending, of course, which kind of monster you get attacked by, but it's a difference.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, is like, when it comes to again, this game all comes down to knowledge, and both these runners, again, they're technically beginners in the starting tournament. They can run circles around any casual player. Like, nothing against my brother, love him to bits, but my brother actually can't get by floor 9 very easily, and he's played this game for hundreds of hours growing up. He's always had a certain way of playing, and when he actually tried to do speedrunning back when this community was formed a long time ago, or speedrunning Azure Dreams in particular, speedruns other games, He could not for life of him get by this. Oh, we have a cursed stream one. That's why it did so much damage there. Like he couldn't comprehend how to get to like floor 12 or 16, and this is back before we had any strats whatsoever. Just mind you.
Yeah. I
Is
mean,
that the
that's
same-
also the.
Is that the same floor layout from 16 to 17 on Chimera's side for the elevator room? Also, we can see now here. This is the whole reason you use the water strats. Is you can just destroy these spiders with AI 1. You could do that without taking a hit as well. And this is what I kind of try to encourage on Chimera. I'm like, you should really make sure it's like you can, like, I mean, Eva's no longer scary if you can do AI 1. Viper's no longer scary, and Arachne are no longer scary. Wing creatures are, and you have a Blaze Ball for that. So they're going to do great. I don't know what they're going to do on that one. That's still going to hurt Queenie quite a bit, so they got to be a little bit careful on that one, just because it is now a Wing creature. It should still be 2-shot after the AI 1, but...
21 damage for Xxshuzoxx from this Kraken.
Oh, that's a misclick!
No. Oh, medicine and herbs. Does only help a little.
Yeah.
This is a predicament for Xxshuzoxx right now. There's not much you can do.
And they threw away the Wing Crystal.
Yes. Oh, this
turned really bad really quickly.
Ooh, yeah, that's a tower.
Yep. Sometimes the tower says no. Resources are only good when you can, you know, keep them and stuff like that. And on top of that, like, you know, if you threw away the Ring Crystal, there's only one person to blame on that one. Like, you had a really good inventory, but one bad misclick, one bad movement, or anything like that, like all of a sudden it does change it. We see here Chimera is still looking for that egg. The picket that has it. Ooh, Diamond Shield. It's actually kind of nice. I would definitely equip that over the copper. You're already cursed. Like, what's the worst that can happen? Okay. So the thing is, if you're not double cursed.
Okay, at least
Like-
something, but oh, great.
But yeah, this is going to be an interesting. Yeah, so that's going to be just another one. Chimera going to be actually quite decent when it comes to strength, because you're already at 418 at level 16. So they're going to be able to do. That's the egg one. So you're gonna have to throw Queenie and do AI 1.
Yeet.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a crystal. That was the water crystal. And that must have been stolen during the frame droppage there. Just apologies for Chimera's side. Their stream gets a little bit choppy after a while, just based off the computer they're running on. And that's the case for a lot of our runners too. In some cases, like oh yeah, you're right, Cinnabar egg. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. That's the antidote herb. There we go. So pickets are, like, people always hate on them. They are the best source of experience. I don't care what people say. If you're here, they're a very easy thing. You turn to AI 1. You just let Queenie kill them. You don't have to worry too much about it. The only thing annoying is they also, exactly, like, Newells and Batnels are dumb. Come at me, Revan. Actually, they're not. They're actually really great monsters, but just the sake of argument.
Yeah, but they can be a bit of a pain in the butt.
They're absolutely a pain, but the thing is, when you use them casually, they're actually better than anything that you can probably find in the tower for spell assist, just because of... Just go up the floor already, Chimera. Stop trying to pick a fight with the spider. There's no reason to.
Picking up a fight with a spider and eventually you're burning down the house.
Now this is where either you move or you beg Queenie and get Queenie back to you. Oh, I see. Wanted the Aleem fruits. That's fair.
Queenie can die as long as I get the Aleem fruit.
Yeah.
Or like we said in the previous match, screw Queenie, we have a restore scroll.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, for those who are unaware, there's a lot of community memes in this game. Like Chai likes wind familiars and stuff like that. A lot of people don't. Revan's favorite thing is Batnell and Newell. I get yelled at all the time for liking pickets. Sand Knight likes his flames. Like, there's a bunch of things you just have to know. And I'm surprised that Chimera is spending so much time getting the resources back. But I guess that makes sense because now you have the Fireball and the Blaze Ball. But like for those who don't know, the Batnell is extremely good when it evolves. It gets a lot of strength and stuff like that. But also, it has a special diet where if you feed it a seed or a herb, it recovers 50 MP and it comes with a healing spell. So it's extremely, extremely easy to use because you'll find all sorts of herbs everywhere. An antidote herb is equivalent to a pita fruit. Pickets one-up that, basically. They move twice. You can actually do some interesting... That was a malicious bell from Shuzo.
Oh.
Okay. So that's a stronger troll, so I would let Queenie deal with that being level 8, because, yeah. But, alright, whatever. But yeah, the pickets, you can feed them literally anything from your inventory and recover 50 MP. So if you fuse a spell onto them that you want, I used to have a picket called Peanut. It had breath at level 24, and it would straight up just murder. Didn't do a step onto it.
I mean, to be fair, it's a little bit unfair if you dress up a dragon as a picket.
Yeah. Yeah, the dragons are also the ones that have special diets. Like, there's again a lot of nuanced things in this game you'll learn about when you speedrun it or just watch a lot of people do commentary. The dragons probably are legitimately the kings of like what the true best familiar is. Only if you evolve it. If you get like a default dragon from a randomizer thing, you can't pick it up. If a programming error exists and if you have a kid evolve into a dragon, you can still pick it up, and it becomes an extremely strong AI-1 monster. That can refill with any piece of copper or silver, gold, or anything made from metal for 50 MP in the tower. And a breath attack, so it's extremely strong. So.
You say it's maybe it's a code oversight that you then can lift a dragon. I'm still saying that you're still then Ash Ketchum.
Yeah. Yeah, that still bugs me.
And I'm on certain and Shuzo's side.
Oh,
Luckily, directly
switching the music.
next to the...
I was hoping to get the music. I didn't realize he's on the elevator.
Yeah, just wanted to say, like, directly next to the elevator was the trap. At least we saw it for a small few seconds.
Also, Scarlet one, very nice.
And room on Chimera side is loaded.
Yes, these are item rooms. The game sometimes just goes, you know what? This room here, either trap room, all the traps will be in that room on the floor, or the other way around, it'll be like, oh my goodness, this room needs abundance of items everywhere. And you love to see the item rooms. What does Shuzo do, Revan? Well, that's lucky. Warp traps can go anywhere. Although I think Queenie's strong enough to survive floor 4 by himself for a while, being level 8.
And another one. At least right next to the elevator again, which is good for Shuzo, but well, hitting 2 warp traps and on one floor is yeah, it's really magnificent.
Again, looking at Chimera's inventory, honestly, still looking great. Still looking for a decurse scroll. Because the first scroll plus cure all herb.
An egg on xxshuzoxx on an early level.
Would that be early enough for a clown? That's the one. I can't remember what clowns appear at. I think they appear at 6 or 7. Somewhere there's a chart in our Discord of all the different egg spawns. I should really bookmark it for everyone, but I have to find it again, and that's a problem.
But I think Shai said something about like it needs to be like 6 or so.
Okay, second restore scroll, very nice. Queenie is a frog. So you gotta be really careful. There you go. You wait the turns out. Hopefully things are fine. If not, they do have a holy bell. Clown start at 6. Thank you. I have never used a damage calculator. All I do is hit things till they die.
Chimera having a lot of luck here with the elevators. Damn.
Yeah. Because like you always want to see the elevators. It's always nice to spawn in the room with the elevators with no monsters. It's always nice to do that multiple times in a row as well. Also, this is where the wind floors are kind of going to get annoying. It's going to be a 3-shot to get rid of this unicorn, which is really scary, truthfully. If possible, definitely use the fireballs here, blaze balls, and whatnot. Just you want to get off these floors as fast as possible, because afterwards, basically, Chimera is not going to be checked anymore at level 17.
She's also having luck here with the elevator to elevator action. And Shuzo really needs it at the moment, so...
Also, general rule of thumb of using spells, if you don't know how many charges are in a spell ball, always keep your distance. That's just basics. But like, if you have an identified spell, keep that one till last, ironically. Because like either you'll need it and you know how much is in it, or you can oh, I thought it was a blue cape for a second. This is a seed. Or you can use up all the other ones, and when you have the distance and one fails, you can fall back on it. So like make sure walking in front of that blind bloom there. Shoes aside. Still waiting for like a roche fruit to be picked up wildly from someone's
Those are also finding a Peter fruit. This is also extremely well.
Another elevator, so floor 25 now for Chimera.
Chimera zooming here, thanks to the tower's gracious behavior.
Yes, when I was talking to Chimera during our training sessions, I always told about if you basically have the fireballs and stuff like that and you go water, you should just level up as much as you can to have a fallback. Because the way I was tutoring Chimera for like a glimpse behind the scenes kind of thing is, oddly, we kept fighting Garuda seeds. But I kept also telling Chimera what was the fallback plan. Because if you fail with a Garuda and you're level 4, level 31, you're not going to be getting out of that very easily. And again, like you see here, just using the fireballs, doing whatever, getting through things. Another stealth just to the south. Gotta love stealths, they're always fun. But like you always have this fallback, and I like I said, like for this tournament in particular, like the other racers, you should assume if you gain levels and fight and get to the elevator by going forward versus going around, you should stay on pace with a lot of the runners here. And that's why I tried to encourage for Chimera. So this is honestly like, a little bit early for the water creature stuff right now. Also, they really had to be really careful on the MP limit of Queenie. 20 is not a lot. Do you have a Leolam fruit? Do you have a couple herbs? That's fine. Honestly, that egg should just go straight to the MP reserves.
Yeah.
Like, you don't... Like, it's nice to have, obviously, an egg bomb, but at the same time, if you're dedicating yourself to the water strats, you need the MP to be able to do that. Fireball too, that's a good identification. Again, any knowledge is good knowledge in this game. Don't need a second familiar bell. Oh, they got rid of their other familiar bell. Okay, get rid of the wooden wand. No reason to have that. And what's this? Oh, I picked up the scroll. I didn't see what it was. Do the leg, or the drops. I would honestly just use the water crystal, truthfully.
Yeah.
Because that'd be full MP restoration, give you inventory space.
Which would be pretty good now. So, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Also, there is the chunky little snowmans that can't be picked up for some reason.
Shuzo found the blue color, but we still don't know what... Oh, and another egg.
Okay, so...
we still don't know what the other one is, but here's another one.
Yeah, and here we're going to see the damage. We're going to be able to two-shot the snowman. So, like, this is where the water strats really pay off, because you have the very weak Mandaras, you have the snowmen that if you do AI 1, you can kill them before taking damage. Eventually, you'll come across Naplises, you'll have the type advantage. Like, all this in general, those are the only ones you have to worry about, and as long as you can avoid them, stay away from them, use fireballs, use whatever spells you can, or just brute strength them if they're sleeping. Like, you can, for the most part, just force your way through the tower, and I'd be very hard-pressed to say that Chimera would fail this run. Oh, Sleeping Balrog on floor 26. For those who don't know, Balrog is not only a floor 16 monster, it's 16, 26, and 36 respectively. It's the same level each time. Okay.
And another one.
Alright then, I guess we're going to play a little bit of gotcha right now. Or, nope, just murder it. Okay, cool. Chimera's not in a good mood for that.
Aww. But yeah, looking on the time, I can understand.
7 minutes left. Honestly, and also the other thing, this is originally a full feature Itis' advice, and this is what you just need to remember while playing this game, is if you found something, assume your opponent has found the same thing. If you found a Garuda egg, and you think you're being slow, assume that you need to speed the heck up and go up the tower as fast as possible with the Garuda. And with the multiple entries and other things like that, like, yeah, like, this is going to be really, really dicey when it comes to a couple fights. I still like how Chimera's not doing AI 1, because that's just my style in general, but I'm not going to instill my entire style onto someone else. Everyone's going to be completely unique on their own way of playing. And that's what I love about this game, watching people speedrun. The Mandara egg. Whoop-de-doo. Other than actually having a decent attack stat, there's nothing good about Mandaras as far as I'm concerned. Oh, we got the Miniva. It's a good egg bomb, yes, but like it's not going to be anything. So, I mean,
with how good the inventory of Chimera looks, it's probably just just karma to level it out again.
Like I said, like 23 is what you can beat the game at for water strats once you get to past the final like zoos and stuff like that. No, with a stream wand, even at -1 and like level 20, you should be able to one-shot Mandaras. AI 1, you can AI 1 and Mixture Magic 3 and kill all creatures that aren't wind, basically.
These are also now on floor 14 and exceeding her previous record for this match. Which is good that you at least increased your counter still in the time.
Oh,
the 2 New Yorks is
you gotta take a couple hits. You gotta just take hits.
Yeah, you just have to.
And here we go. Here's the Mandara on Chimera's side. Nope, just shy. So that's still AI 1 potentially on that one. Should really be doing the AI 1 with the Manivas coming out. Although the one thing I have not seen in all of the tower seeds right now, I have not seen an Acid Rainbow yet.
Right.
And that's the odd thing, because the way I play the game is I tend to get a lot of levels so I can max out the spell for Ko, max out level 24, 23 is pretty darn close. We see Shuzo not taking those corners quite tightly there. But Acid Rainbow is always my fallback, and if I find one, I try to keep it. 25, I know.
Oh
But
no.
I go to 23 for that reason, because it's just close.
Now with a troll on the way, which can literally block the path, kinda.
Yeah, that's just not a good... Okay, you got one hit. Shuzo should be turning the camera the other way, yep, because now they're going into a corner. They can dive into the thing, but they're going to have to take another hit from the troll, and it does 19. No. This setup matches Troy.
Oh. No, just screw. Cuny, I wanted to say, and get the heck out of there.
The one thing I would like to see as well for this tournament, and Revan and Chai and stuff, if you're listening, is I would like to see the trainers take on their coaches in showcase matches.
That would be hilarious.
Like, no one wants to face Wuga, let's face that, but like that's insane. But at the same time, you know, it would be interesting to see how a playstyles evolve and do whatever, same tower seed with everyone.
But can 3 beginners accumulate 40 floors while Wuga speedruns at the same time?
Honestly, yes, Wuga tends to slam against the wall pretty hard like Wily County every now and then. So like 600 attempts in like 5.3 days. Oh, that is all the water creatures.
Oh, this is...
You're going that way there, Shuzo.
You know, I told you about the conga line, and now we got it at least in some way or form.
Oh, there's a new outcome.
This is... You're gonna
be able to take one hit, so you should be able to... We're going on the last 2 minutes. Honestly, this is where you let Queenie stay.
Yes.
11.
Oh.
You're still fine.
Barely.
Yeah, you have literally 2 HP, and now you're dead. You missed.
Yeah.
You have to... I mean, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Sacrifice Queenie for the greater good.
So lucky. That was so incredibly lucky.
Again, sometimes you have to do that to survive, and we will see Beldo with the go-up trap. So before that hour mark.
That's a feat on itself.
Yeah. I'm gonna get messages ready to type up. I'm not gonna type in the spoiler thing because I don't want to set things off yet. But I'm curious if we should, because I know we have a little bit of extra time, if Chimera wants to... Oh, it looks like Shuzo's already messaging saying I'm dead. Yep, there's a bunch of spaces.
Yep.
That's fair. The troll egg. So most likely this doesn't go well if that's the case. Have the spoilers chat up. That is Dreamin'!
And my dreams just vanquished.
Oh yeah, there you go. Go for the pickup. No. Oh, there he goes. Alright.
Perfectly on the 1 hour mark. Great. Such wild games, it's ridiculous. Absolutely absurd.
Yeah,
we saw a lot happening in both games on both sides, and
honestly, I'm
basically it was.
Yeah, well, we're gonna see if
kids would say it was lit.
Yeah, we're gonna see if Chimera can get to floor 40. Okay, cool. Nope, that's fine. That's fine. So, Shuzo, in case you watch this, thank you for the matches. You're absolutely phenomenal in speed and getting back to where you were. That's something you should really be happy about. But congratulations on that one. Shuzo has to go somewhere after this particular race, and won't be able to do a third anyway. So that's that. So we will just watch Chimera. We'll eventually get Chimera in for an interview, and then we'll end the stream on that one. But for now, we'll just watch Chimera.
Hopefully Chimera can do it. Ooh, that's scary. But yeah, Shuzo's ability to speed up to the progress Shuzo did is it's amazing. Especially in the first game, it was a little bit ridiculous. If Shuzo could have, taken that speed of the first game into this match, damn, Shuzo would have, given Chimera a run for the money, certainly.
Mm-hmm. Also, that's the reason why you have Water Queen too. Is the breath attacks do 17 damage. It feels really
cute.
good. Yeah, like you don't have to worry about being sniped. AI 1, there you go. There goes a dragon. Simple as that. That's my strategies.
No, Tyrant, it's not your elevator. Also, don't we need to switch the music? Or oh no, there it is. Never mind.
When you marked it as done, it sends the invites to both of them.
I didn't done it.
I think that was someone else who did that because.
I mean, I only made the score higher, but I didn't done it.
Oh, whatever. I clicked undone, so we should be able to hear Chimera's side again. So.
Yeah, never mind.
And again, like Shuzo's not going to be able to have an interview as far as I know, but we will definitely watch the rest of Chimera's run because we're ahead of schedule. We're not going to do being a friendly third, so we might as well see how this pans out if they can get to the top because legitimately really, really, really good inventory.
Yeah.
Running with the spell balls though, like you're already 0 blaze and 0 fire. Like you got to be careful now. The Tamna glitch can help you, but if a glacier pushes you, you're kind of at the mercy of that. So you should really only keep the fireballs and stuff for the golems. Also, tyrants are a bit silly on this one. Is they will actually hit the wall, move, hit the wall, move. That's how they move. Eventually, if they get in a room that has no exits on the corners, they will actually just stay in the room, and that's how a bunch of them end up there. They're one of the very unique movement ones, and there's a glacier there. We don't ever really want to see them. You can fight them now with this. It's not ideal. You're going to be slugging it out with them a lot. If there's more than one, you definitely want to use other resources and try to get rid of them. But I think the elevator actually was... Oh, yeah, there you go.
There we go.
So definitely utilize the fact that there's a hole there. I would not even use a fireball or anything like that. I would just wait for the glacier to come. AI1. You can do 2 AI1s if you do it properly. If you're one space behind Queenie, pick them up, move them behind them. But you should be able to... There you go. 2-shot to... Which feels really good.
Easy enough. Oh.
Okay, and we wait for a bit. That's fine. That's why you got to be really careful. Shuzo's side does not say winner anymore. But
oh no, this is.
There is 40 floors in the tower. Floors 2 to 39 on your first entry will be procedurally generated. After the first entry, there's like 4 different variations of floor 1 or 3. And then floor 2 is always the same, and then floors 3 to 39 will be procedurally generated. So this is no.
No, this is.
This is where you really, really do not screw around with. Yeah, that's fine. No, you can't. Yeah, that's the problem with golems. As strong as you think you are, they're a lot stronger. This is where, again, holy bells are absolutely great. You can, again, use Queenie's HP as...
resource.
Yeah. What was the other thing that was a frog? I didn't see.
I don't know. For me, it was always a frog.
Frog receives 79, so it's not a... Is it glacier? Okay, that's fine. So we'll see how Chimera kind of gets through this one. You have one fireball left for all the golems for the next 5 floors. You have 0 fireballs left.
You said.
Yeah.
We still have technically 2 egg bombs.
Yeah, but Mandara's not going to be able to take out a golem, though.
Well, blame Sand Knight.
Yeah. Anyway, so we can remember this one as well, just so it's relevant. Please do follow the runners. Is that Shuzo's? Yeah, it must be Shuzo's stream.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we have the glacier picking a fight with its brethren there. So I think that was the Mahel seed used as well, I think, there to get away that far. So that's a really good use of that one. Queenie definitely, there we go, needs a heal. Because if they get sniped by a glacier, which shoots a little ice rock down the hallway, it can get extremely problematic to just absolutely, if it snipes your monster or pushes you away from your monster. So thankfully the familiar bell is still there. That's
also,
really good.
And also we have seen already some sniper action in this match, so you don't want to risk that.
The misstep is what I hear, so we'll see what comes up. Yeah, so again, like, extremely proud of both runners. Like, don't get me wrong, one's on floor 35, one got to 14, like 16, all this other stuff. You have to remember, like, this is the beginners tournament. Oh no.
Oh. Trying to lift the golem.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
This is where you just leave CUNY and run.
Yep.
Okay. Well.
Yes, there is a little bit like on Chimera's side. Oh, that's the misstep that they were talking about then.
No.
435.
So close. There is literally the elevator.
Yeah.
Oh no. Ah, damn it.
So close, and then we will go done. That will again send the invite, and I see Chimera in. There we go. Welcome, Chimera.
Hello.
First of all, congratulations on winning. That was an amazing climb. Like, we was like, oh, there's a misstep. I'm like, oh, you got the golem and dragon pretty good. And then you found the golem in the hallway. That makes sense. Golems are scary in general, but wonderful games by both you and Shuzo. And Shuzo can't join the interview because they have to go somewhere.
Okay.
But yeah, no, congratulations. Also, you had both your runs actually were first tower entry clears, right? You never did exit the tower.
Yeah, I know. Neither of them was retries or re-entries at all. So I got to like 27 and then 33 in the hour mark, roughly.
Yeah,
Something
and
like
then
that.
35 to finish.
So if I can give you a tip, rewatch the VOD at some point. It was very magical to see, let's say it like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of little nuanced things. And unfortunately, Shuzo's not going to be here to answer some questions. But Shuzo, if you do end up watching this, again, we have to reiterate. Shuzo died 4 times in the first seed, but collectively climbed like 43 floors. Like, was extremely quick on re-entry, extremely quick getting back to where they wanted to go and stuff like that. It was amazing to see.
Wow.
And at the same time, yeah, it's like, in the same time, you definitely took after me on that one, being like slow and steady. Because like, I think the first seed, like you were on floor 14. They died on floor 14, and they were on floor like 11 by the time you got to floor 14. So like they just booked it all the way up, and they kept unfortunately hitting some struggle or some misinputs and stuff like that. But like Shuzo really picked up a lot of speed in the last little while. It came to gameplay.
So if Shuzo could have kept that up, it may not have been this result in the first game at least. So it was really scary to watch.
Yeah, actually, if I remember correctly, the last 10 minutes or 5 minutes of the first game, you finally overcame the higher floor number. Like Shuzo had, I think, 18 or something at that point, or I can't remember what it was, but it was like a last little push.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had a bit of a good the first seed. There was a few good kind of elevator trains that got me going fast.
Yeah, and that's the other thing I wanted to say as well is it was amazing to watch like two separate towers just because Shuzo re-entered quite a few of them. The second seed is a fourth tower climb, or no, it's the first seed fourth tower climb that they did. They had probably the best inventory I've ever seen, and it's a shame that it was on the fourth tower climb. They had way more spells than you found in this seed. They had the Scarlet one. They had Restore Scroll. They had all this other stuff. They had such a good inventory that they actually discarded their Wind Crystal. And then they got trapped in a corner with a Kraken and they couldn't escape.
Oh no!
So it's definitely one of those lessons that you have to take into account. It's still re-entry, and you should still have a way out one way or another. And that was very unfortunate on that one. But for you though, I'm actually really surprised that like you have your extremely like everyone has a unique play style. Like you don't play like me just because I'm your coach. But you definitely taken advice from me. But like everything on the water wind floors, like that you're fighting, like the Mandaras and stuff. The only tip I can give you is just make sure you just do an AI one with Queenie, and you could like kill everything without using any fireballs whatsoever.
Yeah, I started realizing that whenever I was like, oh wait, these guys are a little bit more squishy.
Yeah, they have about 50, 60-ish or something like that, and with Queenie's extra hit, especially with your level. Like you were a very good level for pushing through and forcing your way through the tower. I think you're level 21 at the end of it, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Closer to like 23, I think.
Yeah, like you're near my comfort level for that with the Stream 1 and stuff like that, which the other thing I wanted to mention, good use of the U-boat on game 1.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was my first time using it too.
Yeah, it was it's a wonderful thing to use. You get free star glasses every single floor if you have availability. It's a shame that you hatched the Plumpa and the Plumpa was a higher level.
Yeah, I missed it there. I was like, wait,
yeah. That makes a big difference.
Magic, and then by the time that I could have fused them when the U-boat was 14, it was just like I gotta go fast.
Yeah, exactly, and it's not going to matter overall too much on that one. Like you use the U-boat, I think, until like the last 15 minutes of the match or something. Like you had it for a good long while. Queenie unfortunately died. You had a lot of restore scrolls, and Queenie kept dying. Actually,
yeah, I lost Queenie four times. That's rough.
Yeah, both seeds actually, both you and Shuzo through multiple entries on Shuzo's side kept fighting restore scrolls and kept killing Queenie and reviving him. So he had a very punishing life this tower tournament match. Apparently,
This wasn't Cunie's day.
No, and that's fine. Like it is trash nonetheless.
Getting munched on, getting sniped by flames. No, certainly not Cunie's day.
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, that's the other thing. Though I did want to mention to Shuzo, again, if Shuzo watches this, Shuzo had an extremely unfortunate turn of events during one of their climbs. Is they fought through tooth and nail on like floor 3 to like a bunch of cyclones and a flame on the tower, like when they spawned into the floor. And they just managed to keep Queenie alive, and then the flame came in the room and sniped Queenie with one spell and just killed it.
It was even worse that this was the only out of 3 flames that was asleep. Mm-hmm. And after Shuzo beaten all the other enemies, that flame woke up and just, you know what? Screw it. Snipe.
Yeah. It was
silent brand.
Yeah, it was extremely unfortunate on that one, and at the same time, like you had to laugh at it because I pointed out many times in the commentary, you have to know that we're versing the tower, we're not versing each other. This is a race format. You are versing Shuzo, you're versing others, but like, there's no bad blood between any of the runners in this tournament. There's no like I'm better than this person or whatever. Like it's all good mentality we try to instill on everyone. And I have to admit, you're getting extremely scary for how consistent you're getting for being a quote unquote new runner. Because this is like you had mid 20s and 35 technically, or 33 when the time ran out. So like that's still ridiculously good for just an hour. If you sit down and casually play this and do like a 80% speed run, like you're probably gonna get like an hour and a half clear time for sure. If not like hour 20, hour 15 or something. If you get the right equipment. So like you're getting extremely consistent, and that's really nice to see as well. And that's the whole point of the tournament as well. This you don't have to verse people like Wooga or myself or Horza, Sad Knight. Like we could all sit in the back and let new runners have the limelight. So, but yeah, that's the other thing. I don't think I have anything really else to say. I don't remember too much that I haven't already talked about. Do you have anything, Panda?
No, I think we have mentioned everything we wanted to say. I guess so. At least nothing is coming to my mind right now, so I guess we're good.
I
You want to say anything, Chimera?
I do want to make a comment. The long-term playing this game for, the grind and stuff, when I got to floor 26 and there was 2 barongs, I died a little. In fact, I had a Leolam fruit. I had all the time in the world to just roll, and I was just like, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
were
actually was wondering about that.
This is cool. Like 2 barongs. Oh, no gacha? Okay, cool. Oh wait, only 7 minutes left.
Yeah. Decisions were made.
It hurt me so much.
It happens. It's one of those things where I've actually mentioned it earlier in the commentary as well. Depending on where you invest your time in the run is what will make the difference. And like in other tournaments, matches, you in particular decided to play gotcha, got the Roche Fruit, got the Garuda, got to floor 40. You decided to play gambling. The thing is, once you hit floor 26, really nothing you can get from that. Like casually, yes, that's great. Speedrun wise, once you hit the floor 26 Balrongs, really what can they give you that you want to actually use? You get Spell Ball, one charge.
Like all I can think of is just restore scrolls and like get out of jail card items. That's it, and at that point,
excuse me, haven't you had enough restore scrolls today?
Very true.
Excuse me.
Well, that's the thing is like once you hit also floor 36, you see a Balrog and like, cool, I can get rid of your MP and throw you at enemies. Like that's basically the purpose of the Balrog on floor 36 for a speedrunner. Like, you play gotcha, you can throw like, as a Balrog or whatever you want to call them. Like that's about it. Floor 26, the same thing. Like, you can get a Roche Fruit, you could probably get a decent little Egg Bomb, but like all the monsters afterwards in that, like you're not really going to be getting a lot of them that are going to be outstanding. You can probably get a block and fuse it for double defense, but like the Arachnes are gone. You can get a Zoo for some reason. I don't know why you'd want to do that. You can get a Unicorn. Yay, I guess. Like low blind isn't the worst, but like
block is the only good option. But then you have to get like a cure-all herb to even get that in effect, right?
Yes, the cure-all herb or a water crystal has the same effect.
Oh, okay. Because I know there's like maybe the herb equivalent, but it's rarer than like Zac.
It's actually ironically a Balrog only item.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. So I'm like, yeah, it's like, okay, water crystal. I got to remember that actually, because that could come in clutch.
Yes, if you find an Arachne egg and you have a water crystal and you hatch the Arachne egg, the water crystal will restore its. It will restore.
Does water crystal affect Ko?
No.
Okay.
No. On the first tournament we did, Professor Palmer got the water crystal. Went, wow, this is great, and read the descriptions like, wow, this is great. And he's about to die in one hit. He's like, no, I'm gonna use the water crystal, and it healed his familiar, not him, and he died. So we're like, oh. He's like, it's like, why is it phrased that way? It's like it's phrased badly. They hatch with full attack, yes, but they also gain like. If you hatch one at level, like, if you're skipping up the floors and you're level 7, you might as well get some levels before you hatch the Arachne egg, or you already have a water crystal repair after getting some more levels, because once you hit level 20, like you might as well repair it. Like if you ever get Arachne in a tower climb, you can basically kill everything except for golems. And in particular, your run, like if you didn't spend so much time like shooting everything with the fireballs, you would have been ideal for the top floors, just because all the golems were at your mercy. Because you had like 4 spell balls for fire, I think.
Yeah, I was running low, but I was also running for time instead of trying to be conservative.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a difference. Like if you were to just sit down and just do a casual speed run of this game, like, and there's no time limit anymore, like you can take your time, plan things out, play the gotcha, see if you can get like a roach fruit, whatever. Like egg bombs are still good. Getting a maximum or a killer is wonderful. That will always help you. There's actually glacier strats that if you were to hatch a glacier, you could use them to shoot yourself down the hallway as well. There is stuff you can do with that. So there's a lot of different variations you could do potentially with the roach fruit on the higher floors. But yeah, I think other than that, I gotta say congratulations and whatnot. But I don't have anything else I really want to say. So
yeah, I'm good too.
And Panda, you're good with that?
I'm absolutely fine.
Okay, cool. So the normal thank yous. I can do the whole command things here. We have a runner's links here. We have the blabber links here, and then we have the Azure Dream stuff there. So you can click the links, join the Discord, do whatever. And big thank you to Latha. I'm horrible pronouncing usernames for the Twitch layout, for the tournaments. Big thank you to Shuzo and Chimera for putting on a wonderful race. Especially when you watch this back, really pay attention to Shuzo and how fast Shuzo is. It's actually kind of disturbing on how...
It's
like,
ridiculous.
I want to say it's like 43 floors in game 1 was climbed, just collectively. And that's a lot in an hour. Big thank you to Obviously Programmer for making the de-randomizing randomizer. Thank you to Speed Gaming because you were able to do silly things like this and entertain people. And thank you, Panda, for joining in the last second to help me with commentary. It's been absolutely wonderful to chat with you.
I mean, 2 hours before, and it's not really last second, but yeah, of course.
Well, we're waiting for it anyway. And also, we do have a match tomorrow. We said it was 2 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, on the 20th. So if you join the Discord, we have an Azure Watch and Roll. We'll ping that when we go live, so if you want to watch more Azure Dreams. Who is that between?
That is between Trilus versus Demi.
Yes, there you go. So that is that's why I was going to say Plushie, and I saw Plushie's name there. She's doing commentary for that. But yeah, I think that's everything. So again, big thank you to everyone, and everyone have a good weekend, and we'll see everyone tomorrow, technically. So bye.
Goodbye.